Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a review on the Maybelline Dream Liquid Foundation. If you do want to see a review and a demo, please keep watching. This foundation retails for $12.99 at Ulta. I purchased mine at Walmart for $10.98. I do want to read a little bit about this foundation online. It does say, get ready to face the city with radiance. Experience medium radiant coverage your skin will never want to take off. Maybelline's Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation, formulated with hyaluronic acid and collagen, moisturizes skin and gives a natural look. Delivering up to 12 hours of hydration, this new formula comes in 20 different shades and provides smooth and even looking skin. Here's a closer look on what the foundation bottle looks like. It is a glass bottle. I purchased mine in the shade 120 Caramel. Here's what the back looks like. Let's open this up. It does come with a pump. We're gonna pump some out on the back of my hand. Here's what the foundation looks like pumped out. Let's blend it out. Hopefully this is the correct shade because I have no idea what shade I'm in. Here's what the shade in Caramel looks like blended out. Taking a little bit and let's kind of see if it blends right in. It looks a little bit too dark on me. It's the only shade I purchased. The previous shade is Honey Beige and that seemed way too light. I do like how this is blending out with my finger. I do want to blend out the left side of the foundation using my damp beauty blender. I'm not taking any extra product. I'm just taking that little bit of product that we place on my skin just to see how it blends out. It did cover up a little bit of my redness. I do want to take a little bit more foundation from the back of my hand. Just gonna take that much. Using my damp beauty blender, we're gonna blend it in. Taking a bit more foundation from the back of my hand, we're just gonna try to dot it all over. But again, I feel like the foundation seems to be a bit too dark on me. Taking my damp beauty blender, we're gonna blend it out. Here's one layer of what the foundation looks like, blended out using my damp beauty blender. I do like how it does give a little bit of glow. Hopefully I don't get super oily throughout my day. I did, of course, prime and moisturize my skin before applying the foundation. For moisturizer, I went in with this Drunk Elephant Lala Retro Whipped Cream. I just used a little bit since this was a little sample size that I had. Of course, whenever I'm testing out a brand new foundation, I went in with my Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. Using what's left from the back of my hand, we're gonna apply it on this side of my face, but this time we're going to be applying it using a brush. I'm gonna pump out one more big pump. That's interesting, the foundation oxidized, so that's that first pump that I just pumped out, and then here it is completely dried down. In that little bit, we're just gonna dot it over on the right side of my face. Taking my foundation brush, we're gonna blend in the foundation. We're gonna be doing circular motions and then tapping it in. Hey guys, so my mic went off around this point when I was blending in the foundation. As you guys can currently see, I'm blending it in using my brush. Right here, I'm showing you what the foundation looks like, blended out using the brush. Next clip, I'm letting you guys know that this foundation is not full coverage. It's definitely medium coverage. Doing a couple more pumps. We're pumping out 2 more pumps on the back of my hand. We're dotting it all over and blending it out using my tools. We have the beauty blender. And then the brush side. And then right here, I'm showing you what 2 layers of the foundation looks like. And then I'm just taking a half a pump of the foundation and just applying it where my darkness is, a little bit underneath my eye, and then I have a little bit on the right side of my eye as well. Just letting you guys know, it's just gonna sit there for 30 seconds. And then I'm putting some on my nose as well because I have a little bit of darkness. I'm just using my finger to blend everything out. And then my brush. Here I'm just showing you how everything looks like blended out using my tools, my brush, and my damp beauty blender. Applying the L'Oreal Unlimited mascara. This is one of my favorite mascaras at the drugstore at the moment. I haven't found anything better. And then here I'm applying the Maybelline Superstay in Globetrotter. I'm showing you how everything looks like together with the lip, with the mascara, 2 layers of foundation. Check back in with you guys. The audio comes back on. Hey guys, so it is the end of the night of me testing out the Maybelline Dream Liquid Foundation. Here's what the foundation is currently looking like. I'm looking extra dewy because this foundation is a radiant foundation. I do want to blot just using a tissue on the left side of my face just to see how much foundation does come off. Here's how much foundation came off on the tissue. Not too bad. A lot of the foundation is still currently on my face. So far so good. I do like how the foundation wore throughout my day. The only thing I don't like about this foundation is the shade. It is too dark on me. I will go back to Walmart and purchase a different shade. I will check back in with you guys at the end of the week to let you guys know my final thoughts on this foundation. I will see you guys then. Hey guys, so it is day 3 of me testing out the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation. I went back to Walmart and purchased the shade in 90 Honey Beige. This shade does seem a little bit too light in the bottle. I haven't swatched it yet. Here's what Honey Beige looks like, and then here we have Caramel. I wouldn't think that the shade Honey Beige would match me. Let's open this up. Pump some out on the back of my hand. There we go. Here we have Honey Beige. Actually, you know what? This might match me. It doesn't look too dark. Let's see what it looks like applied on the face. This shade looks a little bit too cool tone. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Again, it blends out so nicely. I guess I can wear this shade. I'm going to be taking my damp beauty blender and blending it out. Maybe Honey Beige might work for me. I'm taking a little bit more and dotting it all over. I'm using the same 1 pump or 2 pumps we used from the back of my hand. I already primed and moisturized my skin. For moisturizer, I went with my Verse Dew Point Gel Moisturizer. And for primer, I currently have on my Milani Prime and Correct. Here we have 1 layer of the foundation blended out using my damp beauty blender. Taking 2 more pumps or 3 more pumps on the back of my hand. Taking the bottom of my beauty blender, we're just gonna dunk it in and just tap the foundation in. The foundation does seem to oxidize. I do want to add a little extra coverage where my darkness is. I'm just gonna let that sit there for a little bit. I'm gonna be applying my favorite mascara. It's by L'Oreal. It's the Unlimited Mascara. This is my 3rd bottle. I love it so much. Taking my damp beauty blender again, we're gonna blend this out. Here's what 2 layers of the foundation looks like. I don't think the shade in Honey Beige matches me. I'm getting a gray undertone. I'm looking a little bit dead, to be quite honest. I don't like this shade at all. We'll see. I'm going to be wearing this throughout my entire day. For lips, I'm going to apply the shade in Energy by Bare Minerals. Here's one last look on how everything looks like. I will check back in with you guys at the end of the night to see how the shade in Honey Beige performs, and I will see you guys then. Hey guys, it's the end of the night of me testing out the Maybelline Dream Liquid Foundation in the shade Honey Beige. Here's what the foundation is currently looking like. I am super dewy at the end of the night. The shade in Honey Beige does not match me at all. It's giving me this gray undertone. I do want to try the shade in Honey Beige mixed with a little bit of caramel for tomorrow. I will of course come on camera and mix these 2 shades together just to see what it looks like, because this is not working for me. I'm not liking it so far. Hopefully tomorrow goes better, and I will see you guys then. Hey guys, so it is day 5 for me testing out the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. Today I will be mixing both of these foundations together to see what it looks like. I'm gonna start with 1 pump of caramel and 1 pump of honey beige. That's what it's looking like. Let's mix these together. Let's apply this on our face. I'm liking the shade match so far. We still have 2 more days until the week ends. I've actually loved using this foundation with just my fingertips. Well, with my fingertips. You guys know I only use 1 finger to apply my foundation. I have this all over. I also notice is that I get better coverage. I'm getting full coverage. Taking a little bit more from the back of my hand. I'm just gonna blend this in. Taking what's left on the back of my hand. Try to spread it out. I'm gonna go pump in caramel, 1 more pump in honey beige, mix these 2 together, apply it all over. I'm not loving the shade match completely. It's still too dark for me. We're gonna work with it. I already primed and moisturized my skin. For moisturizer, I went with my Verse Dew Point Gel Cream. For primer, I went with my Lancome Blur and Go Stick. Taking 1 more pump in caramel and 1 more pump in honey beige, mixing these together. Here's what the 2 foundations look like mixed together. The shade match is still not there for me. The foundation is way too dark on me. It looks a little bit cakey because I did use my fingertip, but I do like the coverage. Whenever I use my damp beauty blender, it does sheer out the foundation a little bit and I end up using more product. Using my brush, it just ends up getting brush streaks with this foundation. I'm gonna be applying a little bit mascara. You guys know this is my favorite. It's the L'Oreal Unlimited Mascara. I'm going to take a little bit of my Milk Blur and Set setting powder just to set underneath my eyes. I'm going to be using my damp beauty blender and we're going to set. For lips, I'm going to be applying the shade in Ziggy by ColourPop. Here's one last look on how everything looks like. I will check back in with you guys at the end of the night to see how everything looks like, and I will see you guys then. Hey guys, it's the end of the night of me testing out the Maybelline Dream Liquid Radiant Foundation in the shade Honey Beige and Caramel mixed together. Here's what the foundation is currently looking like. I am very dewy, that's expected because this is a radiant foundation. Today I'm not loving how the foundation wore. It did crease into my smile lines, which it normally doesn't do. We set my under eyes and it creased. I'm gonna look up so you guys can see. It's so strange that the foundation creased underneath my eyes even when we did set it with setting powder. Not sure why the foundation did crease. Maybe it's because I mixed both the shades together. Tomorrow is another day. I'm just going to be testing out one of these shades, probably not both of them mixed together because the combination just doesn't work. Plus it oxidized, it's way too dark. I personally think Maybelline should have added a shade in between both of these shades. I will check back in with you guys at the end of the week to let you guys know my final thoughts on this foundation. And I will see you guys then. Hey guys, it's the end of the week of me testing out the Maybelline Dream Radiant Liquid Foundation. I'm currently wearing the shade in Caramel all over. I used the shade in Honey Beige as my concealer. In the beginning, when I first started using this foundation, I did like how it applied. I just didn't like how it wore throughout the day. It did look super shiny at the end of the night. I did have to blot a couple of times throughout my day. Since my skin type is very oily, a radiant foundation does not mix well. I truly thought by the end of the week I would fall in love with this foundation, but it just did not happen. At the end of the night, I ended up looking like a total grease ball, plus the shade match was not there for me. I would not recommend this foundation to dry skin because it does settle into fine lines. I think this foundation would work best if you have combination skin. Before I do end this video, the lip combo I'm currently wearing is by ColourPop. This is their lippy stick. All over my lip I have the shade in Grunge, and then in the center of my lip I have the shade Aquarius. For my eye look today, I did want to play with a little bit of color, so I dipped into my Makeup Revolution X Patricia Bright eyeshadow palette. I first applied the shade in 100% Cocoa all over my crease, and then I applied the shade in Risk Taker all over my lid. I wanted to achieve a little bit of sparkle on the lid, so I used the shade in Diamonds for Breakfast. I used my fingertip, apply that all over my lid. If you guys did enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video.